This is Culture on Tap with Dale and Xavier. We're just doing a friendly Tuesday reminder. At 2 p.m. is our podcast tomorrow, and 4 p.m. is YouTube tomorrow. This week it's a two-part series. This will be the first of the two, but this week will be depression. We'll be talking about depression, so we'd love for you to join us for that tomorrow. Again, 2 p.m. podcast, 4 p.m. YouTube on Wednesday. But right now, let's get to know you. What we talking about today, Range.
So today's get to know you. It's going to be an actual get to know you. So what we're going to do is throw out your kind of most embarrassing, funniest type moment that you just kind of in your head wish you could go, I wish I could process that before I said it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, we all know I need to go last.
Yeah. So
I win if there's a crown.
Oh, for sure. I'll go, and then Range, you can go. But mine, it's a two-parter. Whenever y'all were doing y'all's floral shop,
yeah,
right, getting that off the ground, we were having a discussion, and the first part of it was y'all were going to name it Florida Lee.
Correct.
Right?
Because he's from Louisiana.
Louisiana. Okay. So the first part of it, I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. But then when they were coming out with little different things and talking about it and text messages and stuff, I kept seeing Fleur de Lis. And I'm thinking to myself, what in the world is Fleur de Lis?
And you decided to be funny.
I said, what is Fleur de Lis? And he said, Fleur de Lis. I said, dang.
Well, because
I thought Fleur de Lis was spelled like the state of Florida, and L-E-E. Fleur de Lis. It makes perfect sense to me. And I was like, dang, man, I wish I could.
But that ain't where it ended.
What do you think? It didn't end there. So they're talking about a floor.
You didn't even stop. Like you muscled on through.
They're talking about all of these different things and decorating churches for events and stuff like that. But they're talking about a floral shop. And we are on 59. I can't remember where we were going. I remember we were on 59 because I was quiet the whole time just thinking, why are they going to change the floors in a church?
For just a wedding.
And like y'all are talking about it and all of these different ideas. And then I couldn't stay quiet anymore. I'm like, what is wrong with the floor? The wedding. They were like, floral shop is flowers. I said, dang. Here we go. And I know this.
You thought they were literally.
I know this, but for whatever reason, it didn't click.
And you
floral,
thought.
And I'm like,
you thought they're going to tile or carpet.
I'm
the church.
What are we doing? What is wrong with the tile or the carpet in the church?
Well, why didn't it even cross your mind to go, why would you pay for that to be done?
Why would you do that? It did cross my mind. That's why I finally had to say something. I'm like, Rains, I know you a handyman and everything, but what's wrong with the floor?
Yeah.
At the church. And then they said the flowers. I'm like, you know what? I knew this. Dang, I need to just shut up. This is what I need. Pretty embarrassing, both. And they kind of.
It was all in a
blended together.
Like it was
just
collaboration.
A great day of being embarrassed.
Yeah.
How about you, Range?
What about you, Range?
Well, I mean, being that we have a entire segment of our show of interesting facts with Range, there's several that I could choose from.
Yep.
But I'm gonna go with our last adult trip.
Yep.
To Disney.
Yep.
And we go into a restaurant, and as we talked about.
Now, in your defense, before you go here, we were kind of hopping around trying things at different ones.
Yes, yeah. So we were kind of doing one of Dale's things of going to all these different places that he has listed out.
That's right.
And so we went into this restaurant, and as we learned in the previous episode that I am definitely a meat eater.
That's correct.
Whenever you put something with the word rib on the menu, I'm expecting, half
slab.
rack, full rack, whichever. But so they had rib
croquettes.
Rib croquettes on the menu. Which I didn't get to that word. I saw rib.
You said all you
even asked for ribs.
You said it's an appetizer, right? They said it comes out with 2.
Yeah.
And you were like, "This is perfect because
we'll share."
Yeah, and we're going to a bunch of different places.
We're going to a bunch of different places. I don't need a a full rack of ribs, or a half rack of a couple of ribs. And I did not get to the second word, nor do I knew what that meant. Still don't know what that means. And basically, it means whatever word is in front of this, liar. So, yeah. No, I did not know what I was getting into. And then whenever they brought it out, I said something, and
well, no, they brought out, they were balls,
yeah,
like encrusted, like deep fried. And he goes, "Excuse me, sir."
The look on his face.
Yeah, he looked down
priceless.
and he goes, "Excuse me, sir, you brought me the wrong thing."
Yeah. Yeah, I told the guy that what he brought me was not what I had ordered.
No rib?
This is not a rib, nor did it even taste like a rib.
And you said you were mad.
Yeah, absolutely. I was upset, and which obviously now thinking back, I should have kept all of that to myself.
Yeah, because you were mad, and we were like, "Why are you so mad?" You said, "Because if it's not going to be on a bone and be a rib, they need to tell you." And we informed you.
Yeah, then that's when y'all let me know that
the croquette part.
Croquette meant
liar.
So yeah, that's a new word for liar. But yeah, so that's mine. Like I said, it was fun. Dale, it's your turn.
So mine. Not that those aren't both great, but in typical Dale fashion, I've got to make sure that mine's the best. So we walk into this place called Everglades, and it's a donut shop. And I'd already decided when I was going, there was 2 things I wanted. They had a cinnamon toast donut, which I would argue is the greatest donut ever made.
Yeah.
And then they had a grilled cheese donut that I didn't know how it was going to be, but I was like, I love cheese. I love donuts. Let's give it a shot. We'll all share it. So, because this was the same day that Range ordered his rib croquette. That's a liar.
It was.
So we kind of at different stops were like, I'll get this, you get that. So I was like, I'll get the grilled cheese donut. And I walked up and I said, I would like the grilled cheese donut. And the guy behind the counter said,
Name.
For whatever reason, and I still to this day don't know why, but what he just asked me to do was name the donut. And all I was thinking is, this is my one shot to shine.
To be a part of the Disney family.
Yeah, like my kids and grandkids can come back and go, he named this. And I guess, of course, I can't see my own face. Y'all could see my face.
It looked like you had a stroke.
Because all I was thinking is the Cheesinator Gouda donut. I could not, like, none of them were reaching the pinnacle of what I felt like you needed.
So as he's looking as though he's about to have a stroke, or he's currently having a stroke, I'm looking and I'm like, and then I finally say, Dale?
And that's when it hit me. Like, that all he wanted from me was a name for the order, which is natural, like any other restaurant you go to where you have a counter service.
And I think it's safe to say that him, myself, and Range knew exactly what he was talking about.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yes.
The guy working,
Yeah.
X, and me, we all knew exactly what he was.
I was left out of the secret.
How you forgot your name.
I was left out of the secret. And when you said Dale, I went.
The look of there was 2 looks in this.
There was 2. I know I'm fixing to get laughed at. And now I'm vastly disappointed because he didn't ask me.
Yes.
And what made it better was he did not find this humorous
Nope.
at all.
Not even a little bit.
No.
But
He-
the look of excitement and joy that came over Dale's face whenever he thought he was about to name the donut.
Yes, yes.
And then the complete look
Despair.
of despair
Yeah.
whenever X says, Dale?
Yeah. And yeah.
It's like he wasn't at Disney anymore. He was
No.
back at home
Yep.
and just in.
Well, one, I
"Hello,
was sad
darkness,
because
my
I
old
don't.
friend."
I was sad because I didn't get to name it. But two, I was also like, I cannot believe I just did that. I cannot believe why, like, and I still like, why, like, it wasn't like he said, hey, would you like to name? He just said, like, gave me 13, whatever, name. And I decided we got to name the donut right now. And so, yeah, so that's mine. Not good. Very, very funny.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's our get to know you.
Let us know in the comments your embarrassing moments,
Yeah.
but also
Who do you
whose
think is the worst?
Was the worst?
Whose was
For
worse?
sure.
It's definitely Dale's, but
I feel like telling mine does not give justice to seeing my face.
To seeing
Yeah.
it, for sure.
Like
yeah.
y'all's two, like it's funny just to tell. Mine, my face is the magic of the
Priceless.
story. So again, thanks for joining us. Tomorrow we'll be talking about depression. 2 p.m. podcast, 4 p.m. YouTube. Hope to see you then.